Right, we're rolling. Welcome back to Commonsenseless podcast, episode 5. Zach, here we go again.
Episode 5 already, that's crazy. It's flown by 5 weeks, baby.
We're flying through, aren't we? Easy work. But do you know what? I think we started a podcast at the hardest time possible.
No, not at all. The easiest
No.
time possible.
I think the hardest time possible because there's
What?
nothing to talk about because we're not doing anything.
Man, UFC was on last night. Have you not watched it yet?
Yeah, I've watched it, but I do think we've started at a tough time.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, everyone's off work. We can talk about the coronavirus. We can watch stupid little funny videos. We can talk about bodybuilders fighting each other in a boxing ring.
Yeah, this is very true. But do you know what I think we should talk about first? We should just cut the shit and just get straight to it.
Go on.
This George Floyd. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen the video, but I got told all about it. It's horrible, man.
What do you know?
The police officer was kneeling on the guy and he said he couldn't breathe and he just carried on kneeling, then he passed out.
Yeah, let's just roll it out. Let's just roll it out for the people that don't know anything about this. So this George Floyd, he went into the grocery shop and he went to buy some cigarettes or a drink or something, and he paid with a counterfeit note. So basically a fake £20 note. And then they ran the police come over and they ended up arresting him, putting him in handcuffs, putting him on the floor, and there was a police officer knelt down on his neck for 8 or 9 minutes and he ended up dying on the spot.
Was he like on this part of his neck or the back of his neck?
I've not watched it. I can't watch shit like that. But I just think it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, there's been riots and shit about it, hasn't there?
I'm not surprised. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, there's a lot behind this as well, isn't there, when it comes to racism and what's going on in other countries and stuff. Because he's not the first one it's happened to where a police officer has killed a black man. But honestly, it's bad doing now over there in America.
What was the other one, the other huge one where a bunch of police officers beat up and I think killed?
I think there's been a few. There was one last month where the police barged into someone's property and they were basically looking for somebody, and then they ended up killing this woman, but by accident. I don't know. There's loads of stuff that goes on, isn't there? But with regards to this and this George Floyd situation, I feel like the world's in a mad place at the minute. It's just on a nice. The tension's already high because no one knows truly what's going on with regards to coronavirus, people's jobs, economies, everything else, what's going on. And then all of a sudden something like this happens. The tension just rises even more. And there's riots everywhere. People are looting, breaking into shops, throwing bricks at, setting police cars on fire. Honestly, you want to have a look on YouTube after and have a watch of what's going on. It's like something out of a movie.
Do you think the riots would be as bad as they currently are if we weren't in this situation with the coronavirus right now?
I mean, maybe it's been heightened a little bit just because everybody's been stuck in for a couple of months, haven't they? But it's just fucking, honestly, it's bad. Really, really bad. I can't say how bad it is. I mean, who wants to watch the videos on someone's neck and he's dying and the guy's saying, I can't breathe. And then the public are all around saying, you need to get off him, you're hurting him. And they're saying, well, if you don't step back, I'll arrest you. And he was begging.
So who's saying that? What, just random people around?
Yeah, just the public watching.
Fucking hell, man. It's mad, isn't it? The thing is with police officers, obviously not all of them, but some of them, it gets to their heads, doesn't it? And they think they're above the law and they can do shit like that.
Yeah, there's a small minority, and obviously police officers, they've got an hard job and they're going out every day fighting crime. But a small minority, but a small minority, they obviously think they're above the law. Like, what gives him the God-given right to basically turn into an executioner? Why should he decide to kneel on someone's neck and kill him?
What's happened to him now?
So at first, I think there was a big thing saying, well, he got fired, and then I think this is when the riots started because he only got fired from his job. Yeah. And then he's been prosecuted. Well, not prosecuted, but I think they've done him for murder. The question is, sorry, 1 second. The question is, if there weren't riots and stuff like that, do you think he would have been done for murder, or do you think he just would have got off with being fired? Who knows? But he should.
What is the law?
I don't know. He should get done for murder. But what else is bad is the other police officers that was with him never said anything. Are you thirsty, man? Have you not had a drink all day?
Man, it's hot, isn't it? And I've caught the sun for the first time in my life. I don't want to get dehydrated.
Let's just bring it back down 1 second towards this. But the police officers that was around and his partners and what have you, why are they not saying something? Like if I was with a police officer or your best friend or your family member and kneeling on someone's neck, like it's common sense. You're going to hurt somebody if you're doing that. And if someone's saying, "Listen, I can't breathe. Get off me. I can't breathe." He was actually saying he was claustrophobic. Before, like he came beside shouting for him. It's fucking awful, man. Awful.
It's horrible, man. By the way, your audio sometimes cuts off a little bit. I don't know what's going on there.
Is it not your internet?
No, it's not my internet. I think it's your audio. It kind of like fumbles a little bit. But yeah, it's just mad. Why didn't the people around him, the police officers who were with him, say anything? Why is this happening? Why is stuff like this still happening? It's crazy. Yeah, but what is going to happen to this police officer? Is he going to go to jail? Is he being taken? Is it going to trial? What's going on?
I'm not sure. I don't know. He's probably going to go to trial. They're going to do it for murder. But then they should do the other ones as well that was watching it. Like police officers,
they could have stopped it. Yeah.
The police officers, they meant to keep everyone safe and like fight crime, not do crime and murder people and turn into executions and kneel on people on the streets.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking horrific. It's fucking horrific. Like the thing how police officers are meant to restrain you, put you in handcuffs, they might get you in some sort of arm lock so they can put handcuffs on you. They're not taught to kneel on your fucking neck and stop you from breathing.
Do you think something like that would happen in, say, England?
Probably, yeah. There was riots in London this morning, or protests. They were not riots, but protests in London this morning.
Based on what happened with him?
Yeah.
It's just a mad world we live in, isn't it?
But do you know what? Yeah, there probably is things that have happened in England like that. There's probably loads. It probably happens every other week.
But how much do you think, like, stuff like, I just picked my nose, how much do you think stuff like having guns affects a police officer's mentality in a situation like that?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
That's another thing. So when the police turned up, bear in mind it was only reported for paying with a fake $20 note. When the police turned up, he jumped straight out of his car and already had his gun in his hand. So he'd already pulled his gun and he'd not even spoke to him. Why not like see what's going on first instead of just pulling your gun? The guy's paid with a fake $20 note. He might not know it's fake. He might know it's fake. He might not know it's fake. Regardless, what happened to him should never have fucking happened. Not even anything close to it.
Is it like knowing that he pulled out his gun straight away without even trying to?
Yeah, they like jumped out the police car and he already had his gun.
What, all the police officers did, or just that one guy?
I don't know. I only read that the police officer who jumped out and then was the first one to him, so he could restrain him, already had his gun.
Fucking hell, man! One of my friends is a police officer, and I got told a story about what happened. What happened to him, like during this whole lockdown, like a week or so ago, right. And he got a call. I think it was in Anfield, like a dodgy part of Liverpool. And he went with his partner and they was all like smashing and screaming inside the house. So he stayed outside for a second and his partner went in and he followed in behind him. And next second, he looks round and this huge fucking guy's got his top off, screaming, and he's on top of the police officer. And my mate, who is the other police officer watching the whole thing, pressed a button that's on his like...
Yeah, it's like a panic button, isn't it?
Yeah, he pressed the panic button and then he needs to get more people in. But he doesn't have anything to defend himself in a situation like that. Like, he doesn't have a gun. And he said he was shitting himself. Like, when you think of police officers, especially when you're younger, you think, oh, they're not human. Like, you don't think of them as human beings. You think of them as police officers. Yeah. Like, they can protect you no matter what. But they're just regular people in uniforms. Yeah, so when stuff like this happens, people like that shouldn't be allowed in the police force.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? They've obviously got some sort of they've got something against certain people, some of them, don't they? And then they get power mad, and then stuff like that happens.
Yeah, it is power mad. That's exactly what it is. He thinks he's above the law and he can just do what he wants. It's so fucked up. So fucked up.
But then Go on.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Where did you go, Scouse, lad?
Semi-Scouse. Warrington, born and bred.
The exact same situation, well, not the exact same situation, but a situation in which someone was perceived as breaking the law. I was telling you about it the other day. outside my bedroom window, 2:00 in the morning. Two guys are arguing. I open my bedroom window, hear them arguing back and forth. It's a police officer and a guy in his car, and the police officer's like, and obviously this is just outside my bedroom window, so we're in England. They don't have guns. They don't have anything to properly protect themselves like in America they do. So this police officer is saying to this guy, listen, get out of your car. You're under arrest. And the guy is just arguing with him. He's like, no fuck away. I'm not getting out of my car. What laws have I broken? Now, something like that happened in America. The American police officer, I'm stereotyping, but generally the American police officer would drag them out the car, get their gun on them and put them to the ground, and maybe something like that would happen. But in this situation outside my window, they're arguing back and forth, and the police officer has no power whatsoever. The guy's locked his door. He's like, listen, I'm not leaving my fucking car. What laws have I broken? And the police officer's like, listen, mate, you're out your house in lockdown. It's 2-3 in the morning. Where are you going right now? And the guy's like, I'm going to see my girlfriend. I haven't seen her in 2 months. And the police officer's like, listen, you can't see your girlfriend. You're on lockdown. You're under arrest. Get out of the car right now. And the guy's like, listen, I'm not getting out the fucking car. And this was going back and forth like this for an hour and a half.
And did he get out?
I don't know. I had a wank and went to sleep, so I don't know.
No way. But it is mad. I mean, a lot of people do have guns in America because they've got a different gun law than us, haven't they? So me and you lived in America, we could, I'm guessing, get a license or go to a shop and just buy a gun with a few rounds.
It's such a touchy subject with guns with Americans.
Yeah,
massively. Some people are so against guns and then some people are so for it.
It's just mad, isn't it, to think like, oh, that's happened, and then you want to see these riots. Honestly, it's like something out of a movie. It's like police cars just barging people out of the way, and everyone's throwing bricks at the police cars, setting them on fire. In fact, wait there, let me share my screen. I did come across this before once. Oh, you need to let me share.
There you go. Done.
Watch this. This was in LA, and it didn't even happen in LA.
Fucking hell. What's that say? Fuck 12?
Yeah, apparently I think it's something to do with the 12 black men that they've killed. How crazy is that?
Oh my God.
Man, it's fucking crazy. It is.
The world we live in now, man. I mean, first of all those people shouldn't be out the houses. We're on lockdown right now.
I know, but I think in different parts of America are all doing different things, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
I think they're actually starting to open up now. There's even some beaches open.
What, in America or England?
In America.
Oh man, people don't care if it's a sunny day. They'll just do what they want to do. Like that picture that you sent me the other day of all those thousands of people on the beach. It's mad. It will be interesting to see if it shoots up, if the coronavirus cases shoot up in places like that.
Do you think it will?
If it doesn't, then what lies are we being told if it doesn't?
Like it's got fed bullshit.
Surely all those people being on the beach, if one person has it, based on what they've been saying, like anyone can catch it at any point. A shit ton of those people are going to catch it. Then it's going to go to someone else and someone else and someone else. If that's what it's actually like, or is it a load of bullshit, what we've been told in the news?
I know, it is mad, isn't it? Only time will tell them we're in this funny situation where we're just waiting on the weeks to go by to see what the results are going to be, because nobody knows. Everyone's guessing. Even the government is standing in front of you now. And they don't, I can't bear to watch it, mate. I can watch 2 minutes of it because I know that just by looking in the faces, they're just reading from the script. They're bringing slides up on the big screens at the side and bringing them up on the telly. They don't have a clue. No one knows. I
mean, it's unprecedented, isn't it?
It is. We're in crazy ass times. I knew it would be hard to swing it back after starting with our conversation, but I'm sure we'll be able to do it. Bring this spirits back up, Zach.
Oh, yeah, of course. Man, you know who makes me laugh? Boris. Boris makes me laugh. I don't know what it is about it.
Stay indoors. Do not stay indoors.
We must stay inside. If
you
we
must go to work if possible.
It's like he probably emphasizes each word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If what he said was a script and you read it, after each word would be a full stop because he pauses after every word.
And it's like this. We must do this. We must stick together.
Do you remember when he was on like that charity football match and he full on dived? He rugby tackled the player.
Yeah,
And now he's the prime minister during one of the craziest times in history.
oh,
And then Donald Trump,
oh my
who
God.
the Simpsons guessed he would become president, which like is a whole other conspiracy theory.
It's a whole other podcast.
He could be coming for his second term as president. Do you think he's going to win?
No, he's done some tweets and basically threatened the looting and the riots carry on in America. He's given the governor, like, he's basically said to the governor, listen, the military, get the military ready.
He's going to take away the polls.
No, the military. He's basically saying, get the military ready, and if we need to, we'll go out, and if they need to shoot people, then we need to shoot people.
Is that what he said?
Twitter have removed that tweet for something like something to do with saying yes to violence. I can't remember what the description was of it. But yeah, I don't think he'll get it. Who knows? We just live in this fucking crazy world, and every morning I'm getting out of bed thinking, what the fuck is going on? People's lives have just got turned upside down. We're living in this weird place where we just can't go anywhere, can't do anything. You're seeing riots and other stuff going on in America. It's just fucked up, this world we live in.
You know what? Before you know it, things will be back to normal again. It will take some time, but before you know it, things will be back to normal again. And we'll look back at this time period and maybe it lasts a year and a half. We'll be like, whoa, how fucking weird was that when that whole thing happened? But man, by the way, based on another note or whatever, remember when you were telling me about Keith Peterson and all the different stuff he wrote on Twitter? Was that definitely his account?
I think so, yeah.
Because look at this, look how fucking mad this is. Is this his account? K Peterson MMA?
I think so, yeah.
Look, his account has been blocked, suspended.
No way.
By Twitter. Account suspended. Twitter suspends accounts which violate the Twitter rules. And that was after all the shit he wrote about, like Cruz and.
It was only recently he was still doing that, you know.
You what?
It was only recently he was still writing tweets. I kept seeing he put another one of Dominic Cruz just wrapped up in like all this bubble wrap and sellotape. Did you see that?
Are you sure that's him though?
No idea.
Like, is this definitely isn't him? This is a fake account. There's no nonsense, Keith, because he wouldn't put a picture like that.
What is it? Is that the Thug Life? Is that the Thug Life one?
Yeah, I don't know. No nonsense, Keith Peterson.
No, but I mean his profile picture. It's like the Thug Life one.
Oh yeah, it is.
Do you know what I mean?
Or is this
looks absolutely nothing like me though.
That's just some random guy.
Yeah, that's not him. I follow him.
Well, have a look, man. Oh wait, no, honestly, that's his account's been suspended. His account's been suspended. How mad's that?
Fucking hell. That is mad, isn't it? Yeah, he's going at Dominic Cruz all the time though, that's why.
Yeah, but what the fuck, man? Is he trying to be a fighter? Why is he trashing everyone? Why is he like ripping into all the fighters?
I don't know. I wouldn't want him reffing my fight. How lucky have we been with the weather? Seriously though.
Jumped so
it's because I thought about it before and I didn't want to miss it, but how lucky have we been with the weather?
Oh man, for the first time in my life, I've got a tan.
You have, I know you actually have got a bit of a glow, haven't you? But I went out for a walk before and you step outside, I'm just instantly dripping in sweat.
Nice, isn't it?
And I love it as well. It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I worked out in the garden before, sunshine on my face, dripping with sweat, and you just feel when the weather's like this, you just feel fucking good. You wake up, the birds are singing. Oh, it's lovely.
You don't need vitamin D3 in this weather, do you?
Yeah, you almost forget about everything that's going on.
Oh man, I fucking love it. But can you imagine if all this was going on and it was like end of November, December, pissing down with rain, going dark at night at 4 o'clock, and can you imagine that?
Man, it might be like that.
Yeah.
You never know. If there's a second wave or a third wave by then, we might not be able to hang out during Christmas and stuff. Like, you never know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, time will tell, won't it? But what else have you got for me?
There was something I wanted to tell you, which was this. I fucking regret staying up to watch the UFC last night because I'm fucking exhausted right now. Man, I stayed up. I sent you a Snapchat.
All night, though?
Man, I stayed up until 6 a.m. watching it, drinking beers with Harish on FaceTime.
Jeez. How do you feel today?
I mean, I got in about 5 hours sleep, but I couldn't sleep, man. So I just got up, and only just as it's starting to hit me right now. When you're in the sun, you don't really feel it because you're just chilling out. But It was a good card, but it wasn't worth staying up for.
No, I definitely wouldn't have stayed up for that. But the problem is with staying up, you just feel shit the day after, don't you?
I mean, you feel really shit when you drink vodka Red Bull like me and you do.
Like the next one we do, it'll probably be a good card. I don't know when it'll be like, but it'll be a good card that we watch. We'll have loads of vodka Red Bull, eat loads of shit, and we will we will feel like fucking shit.
But in the moment, we'll be full on talking shit to each other, just laughing our heads off. I feel like those like 6 or 7 hours of funniness,
it's worth it.
It's worth it. It makes up for that hangover for like 2 days. You know what I'm saying? It's worth it, man. It's worth it.
I know.
But yeah, stayed up yesterday, and Woodley, my gosh, he can't fight on the back foot. He just can't. Have you seen the fight yet?
Yeah.
Gilbert. Honestly, I think Gilbert's going to give Kamaru a run for his money.
He's a beast. The training partners, aren't they?
Man, his neck is bigger than my fucking ass.
I know, he's a beast, isn't
he? His neck is bigger than my fucking body. It's huge.
He's a beast, isn't he? He is. He looks good. And I think it's another one of these 55-pounders that have come up from lightweight and just found a nice comfy spot, 170 pounds.
Was he a fucking 55er?
Yeah.
How on earth did he make 55?
Don't know.
That's
crazy.
Lightweight.
He was a lightweight. But regards Tyron Woodley, people get it mixed up, don't they? Think it's Tyrone and it's Tyrone.
Are you sure?
Did you know that? It's Tyrone Woodley.
Tyrone Woodley.
Do you know what I mean?
Doesn't he say Tyrone now?
No, it says Tyrone.
Oh, you mean because there's no E at the end of it? It's not like the that kickboxer Tyrone Spong or something.
Yeah. So I just think, like there's different fighters in there. You can tell when there's a fighter who actually loves to fight. You can tell who's a fighter who's just an athlete, and you can tell who's a fighter that just doesn't want to fight. And to me, he just does not like fighting. He doesn't like it. He doesn't enjoy it. I don't think he enjoys any part of it. He doesn't enjoy walking to the octagon. He doesn't enjoy getting in. I think he had a good run and he did well back in the day. But I just think he's done me. He's been there. He's done it. He's never going to get back up. And if you look, he's fought 10 rounds in his past 2 fights. And there was about 15 months in between them. And he's got dominated. He's not won a round in 10 rounds. That's saying something.
That is crazy to think about. But then as soon as you have a good performance in MMA, you completely forget how shit they were in their other fight.
What about that cut?
Oh, the one just above his eye.
Fucking hell. His eye was literally hanging over, wasn't it?
Oh, it was brutal, man. It was fucking brutal. But he can't, it's weird, like he's at Duke Rufus's camp, isn't he, where Anthony Pettis trains. And those guys, especially Pettis and Woodley, they can't fight on the back foot. Like, they don't do well. And people have found this out about that camp, and they've, like, made the most of it, just like that fight yesterday. Like, he put so much pressure on him. Yeah. Like, Woodley's so powerful. And if you give him the space, just like if you give Pettis the space, they're gonna knock you out. But if you just push forward, I've noticed with these fighters, they dominate them when they do that.
It just seems like he's waiting. He was just waiting on the back foot, getting pushed to the cage, waiting. I was like, if you knew... If you was a fighter and you knew you'd been dominated for 4 rounds, you had a big nasty cut, possibly the first round was a 10-8 round, and you knew there's no way on earth you're winning this fight by decision, why don't you just go for broke in the last round? Because you still got knockout power.
Are you talking about the very last round?
Yeah. Well, if you're 4 rounds down, why not go into the last round?
I think it's easy to say that, though. You know what I'm saying? It's not a video game. You're in there, and it's your life, and you could get knocked out bad. Like, those thoughts are still going through your head, aren't they?
I agree, but he's a professional fighter. It's not like he's not got a track record for knocking people out. He can put people's lights out. And this, do you know what? Thinking about this, when I was watching a few interviews building up to this, every time I see Woodley talking about what's going to happen, his fights coming up and everything else, he always says...
He's going like 2 fights ahead to something else.
No, the opposite. He always says, I'm the fighter that knocked out Josh Koscheck, Robbie Lawler, Carlos Condit, Damian Maia, Stephen Underboy Thompson, and he names all these fighters, but he goes far back. And to me, why is he thinking about the past? Don't matter who you've knocked out, you need to get in the octagon on Saturday and like show everyone what you can do. But in every interview, he keeps going. But he actually said it 2 or 3 times in one interview. Josh Koscheck, Damian Maia, Robbie Lawler, I don't understand his mentality, why he keeps saying that. That doesn't matter.
I mean, he just wants to remind people of what he's done. But I get where you're coming from, man. Some of the fighters, or just some people in general, they just live in the past, their past successes. You know, like a middle-aged guy who's overweight, who talks about how cool he used to be, like in high school, or how good he used to be with girls. Like constantly living in the past, not working on themselves now. Do you know what I mean?
But I think that's
I know.
it's just so annoying.
Like that.
He's just annoying. He annoys me, Woodley. Like, he gives it big and then he just doesn't show up. Like, even against Wonderboy, he never really showed up then. Don't get me wrong. In the first fight, was the first fight a draw?
Yeah, the first fight was a draw.
Yeah, the first fight was a draw and then they fought again. But he's such a boring fighter. Do you not think?
I mean,
he's so boring?
You're basing it off, though, his last two fights and the Wonderboy fight. Like, some of his fights, they're sick. Did you see the fight when he fought Josh Koscheck?
Yeah, it weren't that good.
Oh, my God. The way he had Josh Koscheck and threw that punch, it was sick.
Yeah, he like half threw him off and then just clobbered him, didn't he?
But I don't know why he doesn't use his wrestling more. Like, he's meant to be a good wrestler. Is he not a good wrestler? I feel like Khabib would maul him.
Yeah, I do. 100% he would, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people have beat him.
When's Khabib meant to be fighting Justin? Is that official yet?
No, but should we get into this? Because it's all a bit up in the air with all these Twitter beats, what's going on. First off, the 170-pound division now with this Gilbert Burns, he's probably jumped the queue and probably got into the top 5 now. But if you look now, you've got Usman, Masvidal, Colby Covington, Leon Edwards. He's won 8 fights in a row.
Leon Edwards.
See, you forgot about him. Leon Edwards, Gilbert Burns. Have I said Masvidal?
Yeah, you said Masvidal. There's someone else.
There is somebody else. I can't remember who else. Say 5 of them anyway, 170 pounds, and they're all in the mix. Leon Edwards should be getting the next title shot in my eyes.
100%.
He's won 8 in a row. Obviously, he should have been fighting Woodley, and I think he'd have beat Woodley, to be honest.
Oh, I think he would have.
We should have been going to that one in London, shouldn't we?
Oh my God,
that was the one. We should have been going to that.
Hey, that's mad.
Yeah.
But you know what? Gilbert is the first fighter to fight twice during the coronavirus.
I know.
In the space of like 2 months. He fought Damian Maia, beat him, knocked him out first round, and then Woodley dominated. So he's doing well during this lockdown, man.
He is. You just need a little bit of luck, don't you? And you just need to grab it and fucking run, and that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
But with these fights now, well, there's Conor as well. He steps up to 170, and there's a bit of thing going on. I think Usman's calling Conor out. Everyone's calling Conor McGregor out. But the fights that I think should happen, Leon Edwards should definitely get it, but he's going to have to just wait at the minute. So I think Leon Edwards should possibly fight Colby Covington or Gilbert Burns. Then I think Usman should fight Masvidal.
So you think Masvidal should get the title shot?
Yeah. He's got that stardom, hasn't he?
Yeah. But do you think he deserves it based off his wins?
Yeah, definitely.
I think Leon Edwards, man. Leon Edwards, I can't believe he's been brushed over again for the title shot.
It's bad, innit? How shit must he feel? And then he sees him win, Gilbert Burns win last night. And probably like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Man, you know what I would love to see? I'd love to see Leon Edwards versus Jorge Masvidal. Like, I want to see that fight so much, especially with everything that happened.
I think we will see that down the road. What we might see, Usman might fight Leon Edwards first. But I've just seen loads of this on Twitter, and they're all like going back and forth. And then Masvidal, they started calling Nate Diaz out. Have you seen that?
No, he's calling Nate Diaz out?
Yeah, Masvidal. Nate, sorry.
Yeah.
So he's saying we're going to run it back.
Oh, shit, I'd love to see that.
Yeah, I would, because Usman is saying that he wants too much money, but there's all back and forth. You don't know who's telling the truth, do you? So basically, Masvidal's calling Nate out, Conor's calling Justin out, Khabib just staying quiet, but the fight should be Khabib, Justin, Conor Nate 3, Masvidal, Usman.
Conor, say that again, the audio went shitty again.
Conor and Nate 3.
Oh, I'd love to see that fight, man. But
So
then after Nate's performance against Jorge,
it doesn't
I don't
matter.
know.
That fight is still there. If you look for the first fight card in Fight Island, this is if it happens. Say it's July. Is it mid-July International Fight Week? I think it is. Then
Yeah,
it should be
July 7th, isn't it?
Yeah, then it should be. I don't know if Khabib can fight them, but it should be Khabib, Justin, Conor, Nate, Masvidal, Usman on the same fucking card.
Oh my God, that'd be
How
insane.
good! You're telling me you won't come round for that? We couldn't miss that.
Man, fuck the lockdown. I 100% would be there.
Oh my God, we couldn't miss that, could we?
Look at this. Look at it. But there's a good event this Saturday, man. UFC 250. Sean O'Malley's fighting on it.
That is a good fight card. It's a sleeper.
Not
That's like a real fans one, though, isn't it?
Yeah, like you've got to be a hardcore fan to understand how good these matchups are.
Yeah, if you didn't know he was who, well, you wouldn't be asked, would you? But us looking at this, I think that Felicia Spencer against Nunes. Do you remember when Spencer fought Chris Cyborg?
Yeah, I do.
And that's her only loss.
Yeah, that was Cyborg's last fight before she left the UFC, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's her only loss. But she wasn't scared. And going into this, she has got no pressure whatsoever. And I love an underdog. If she can go into this with the right mindset and just think, fuck it, I'm going for broken here, I'm going to beat her and take a title off her. And Nunes is on top of the world. She's double champ. She's this, she's that. I think we could have an upset here. Just pointing out.
You reckon?
Yeah, I do. I think we could have an upset.
You know what? If Nunes wins this, the only other thing that I think she could do, in my opinion, is go down to Valentina's weight class and become a triple champ. How sick would that be?
How would she ever do that? I think Valentina would beat her as well.
Man, they fought twice and Amanda's beat her twice.
The second one, not very much so.
Yeah, but still, yeah, you never know. But she beat her twice. Like, that's on the cards. And that fight should happen at Valentina's weight class.
That will be good, wouldn't it?
Whenever a fighter comes down, like TJ Dillashaw versus Henry Cejudo, they just seem to lose their chin, man. They get knocked out.
Mm-hmm. They do, don't they? It'll be good to see Cody. It'll be good to see Cody come back as well.
Oh man, let's get back to that. Cody's coming back.
In fact, are we getting back to this or we're saving it for another podcast next week?
Oh, well, we're just doing a teaser right now, aren't we? Little teaser. But man, Sterling wasn't Sterling like he agreed to fight Petr Yan or however you say his name for the title, and now he's fighting on this card. What's that?
Yeah, because they're trying to get Petr Yan and Jose Aldo to fight for the vacant title.
Oh shit, man! Sterling deserves it. Fuck Aldo. Aldo lost to Moraes in his last fight, didn't he?
I know, yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Let's tease that for next week.
Yeah, leave that for next week.
FYI, I am staying up for that. 100%.
Next weekend?
Yeah. So if you want to stay up for it, you'll stay up. Officially, you'll stay up. Do you want to drink as well, or do you want to just stay up?
No, stay up. We'll have a few whiskies.
I'll have a few beers. Whiskies make me shiver. I can't take them.
Man, do you know what? At first, when I started having a couple, you feel the same. But then I started enjoying this feeling of just this warm whiskey going into my body.
Oh, so you like it now?
Yeah, I love it now. Love it.
How do you have it? On the rocks? Or
a double shot with ice in a small glass and just sip away. It's nice.
And how long does it take you to finish it?
I don't rush. You just chill, probably 20 minutes. You just chill with it, don't you? 20 minutes, half an hour. I
remember, I'll just quickly say this before we wrap up. I remember when I went on a date with this girl and we went for this night out. And I was thinking to myself, right, I can't order my favourite drink of vodka Red Bull. I look like a fucking girl. So what I'm going to do is order a whiskey. I'm going to order a man's drink in the tiny glass cup with the ice. And then it comes to like £8.50. The guy pours the drink and I'm thinking he's going to do it in a sick, cool little glass. I'll be walking around with it, drinking, taking my time. And he gives me one of those American red plastic cups, pours a drop of whiskey in it. And it just looks like I'm at a fucking party with no alcohol whatsoever, and I start sipping it and I'm shivering the entire time.
It's the smell.
I can't do it, man.
I bet you can. You can. You've just got to when I'm drinking it, I don't breathe through my nose, so I can't smell it. And if you can't smell it and you just drink it, it's nice. I think that's the trick.
I thought you liked the smell as well, or is it just the taste that you like?
I don't know. Don't get me wrong, it's not like opening a bag of Haribo. I don't fucking love it like that. Do you know what I mean? But it's nice.
God,
It is,
I remember
nice.
back in the day, man. Is Jack Daniels, is that whiskey?
Yeah.
So I remember back in the day, me, Josh, and Avi, and I think a few of the other boys, we we all. This is like one of the first times we ever drunk. We didn't go for a night out, nothing. Just got a big bottle of Jack Daniels,
Ooh.
sat around the kitchen table, and started doing shots.
Oh.
2 shots later, Avi was throwing up in the kitchen. Throwing up in the kitchen sink.
That's only ending one way when you're 17-year-old, though, isn't it?
Oh man, it was so funny. I still have visions of it, but I think that's why I don't like whiskey that much.
I can understand why, but I didn't like it at first, and then I thought, well, I've got a bottle here, I may as well just drink it, and then I'm just having it every couple of weeks. It's all right. Next time you come round, we'll have a whiskey.
And this Saturday for UFC 250.
Yeah, man. Have you seen the other things that's going on Twitter? I've been going on Twitter loads. You find out so much on Twitter.
With like the news central, isn't it?
Yeah, with John Jones and Dana White. Have you seen all that?
John Jones said he was going to leave the UFC or something, asked for his release.
Yeah, so all this talk about Francis Ngannou and what have you. Apparently Jones has spoke to the UFC and said, listen, if you're going to do a super fight, I won't compensate him. And then Dana White come out and said that he's asked for Deontay Wilder money to fight for his next fight.
30 million.
Yeah, but now Jones has come out and said it's all bullshit.
Man, I think Dana White says stuff publicly to make the fighters fight for cheap for less money.
Of course he does. He's a clever motherfucker, isn't he?
And the fighters can't really argue with him because he literally owns the UFC. Like, if you want to be the best in the world, you're not going to want to fight in Bellator. You want to fight in the UFC, don't you? And he knows that, so he can say whatever he wants publicly. And none of them can really argue back with him. But now, like one of the first times, a fighter is arguing back with him. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? So is that it? Are we wrapping up?
What else? You got any more stories for me?
The only thing I've been doing, because I've been off work and not been really, really busy, I've had a few, well, I'll say a few, I've had a lot more extra hours free. I found my love for trainers again.
Oh, have you? Nice.
I'd love trainers, and I've been going back and forth having a look what new trainers I can buy. And there's some, you know Yeezys, don't you, Kanye West?
Yeah.
So the last time he brought, there was like the all-white Yeezys. I was in a queue to buy some. You have to get on early in the morning when they get released. I was in a queue with about 800 people to get these Yeezys. And this is even before they went live.
Recently?
You had to get a queue like last year.
Oh, I thought you meant during the lolockdown.
No,
I was thinking, why the fuck are you in a queue with 800 people, you idiot?
No. This is online.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Because you can only get them online, I think.
Okay, got it.
Rapid. So then I found the other day that Travis Scott, you know Travis Scott, the rapper?
Yeah.
He was bringing his own trainers of Nike Air Max 270s. So,
nice.
Yeah, his own trainers. So I thought, I want to fucking just get a pair of them. I've not bought proper trainers in a while. I want to get a proper decent pair of trainers that I can just keep and wear. I wasn't going to buy them to sell. Yeah, buying to sell them. I was just going to buy them and keep them. So anyway, I couldn't stop thinking about it all night. It was getting released in the morning. So I got up early. I think they were getting released at 7 o'clock or something. I got on the app. My bank card was already registered to the app. So as soon as it come on, the second it come on, I clicked buy, and it already had my size and everything because I've put all my details into the app. As soon as it come on, I clicked it, put the last 3 digits of my security code on back of my bank card in. Within seconds, it probably took me to purchase them like not even 10 seconds. And then it said pending. It just come up with this message saying pending. And this is on the actual Nike store app. It just come up with a message saying pending. And I was like, yes, I fucking got them. And they're 150 quid. I thought, yes, I've got them. And then 5 minutes later, it just said sold out. And it sold out in 5 seconds or something.
How many were available?
No idea. But they sold out within 5 or 6 seconds. And then they were selling for like £700 on the internet the same day.
Yeah, man, these little fuckers, yeah.
I want to wear them.
Man, the thing is, there's people online. This is what I used to do with like tickets for big concerts and stuff. I learned how to do it. they have like a million browsers open, or in this case, apps open or whatever, and they get in super early, and then maybe 1, 2, or 3 of them actually go through, and you get the order. And then what they do is, like, they do this for tickets with Ticketmaster, like big shows, and then they sell it on eBay for like 10, 15 times the original price. It's mad. It's a man. They make money doing this. That's their job. That's what they do.
Yeah, I know, but they were selling for 150, and then they was online for like £700. It's fucking crazy. But do you remember when I did it with Arachis?
Yeah, and you bought like 12 pair.
Yeah. I found my love for trainers, but I know you want to go because you see, don't you? I keep seeing you looking at the clock.
No, man, I'm not looking at the clock. I'm looking
brother.
Yeah, my belly is rumbling.
All right, let me tell you these other trainers I found. I think they got released yesterday. Do you remember in Back to the Future where he puts them 9 trainers on and then they just lace up rapid?
Yeah.
Well, they brought this.
You're fucking bullshitting me. I know you're bullshitting me.
I swear to God.
You're lying. This is one of those things.
Let me finish. So they brought this other trainer out called the Nike Motherboard or something, and these trainers, they lace up themselves. You press a button.
Man, there's magic shoes that actually does that, you know.
What do you mean?
Like, there are magic shoes there are magic shoes that you can buy where you shake your foot. You what? Yes, alarm just went off. There are magic shoes you can buy. You shake your foot and then they lace themselves up. Like, I'm being deadly serious. I know you're lying though.
I swear to God, they're called Adapt Auto Max Motherboard and they're £340.
What, and they lace themselves up?
Yeah, but there's been a basketball shoe. Oh. There you go.
What are they called? That
Motherboard,
one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. I thought this was one of those things where you try and like tell me something that's bullshit.
No. Serious?
520 quid. It just said in the bottom right.
Yeah, but you can buy them for 340 on Nike if you can get hold of a pair. But they've got a basketball shoe that does it as well. Expensive?
I mean, this isn't new. This has been going for a while.
What has?
Man, they've got magic shoes where you can just shake your foot and it laces it up for you. It's a magic trick.
What do you mean, magic shoes?
Like, you know how you can buy magic tricks?
How
like
ugly are them?
Ugly?
Yeah. But
I like them.
But you get, there's an app on your phone as well, and you can just tighten them and loosen them on your phone.
Oh, man, well, listen to this, yeah? So, back when I used to be properly into trainers, ages ago.
You've never been into trainers.
Man, there was one time where I was. So I went on the Nike website and figured out that you could design your own shoe with as many colors as you wanted. You could add your name to the back of them and all this different stuff. So I designed this fucking rainbow colored shoe. And then I added my name to the back of them, Zach Loveday. Yeah. And then when they fucking came, because Loveday, it was too many characters, it wouldn't fit on one shoe. They put Zach L on the left shoe and Loveday
so you actually ordered them?
Shoe. So I ordered them, man, and I was walking around in these shoes and I didn't even fucking spell my name right.
You've never been into shoes, have you?
Yes, sometimes. Not as much as you. I mean, I don't buy all these trainers and then never sell them like you kids.
What do you buy me every year at Christmas?
Shoes. Nike Air Max Zeros.
Wrong.
Ones.
Come on, what do you get me
Air Force
Christmas?
Ones.
Yes.
Ooh.
There's
Man,
loads of
every
new
year
ones
I get
coming out.
them, don't I?
Yeah, fresh white Air Forces for summer. I've still not even worn them yet.
You know, have you not worn them yet?
No, they're fresh in the box upstairs, ready for a nice day.
You know what? I've noticed though, when you have a nice fresh pair of shoes on, it doesn't really matter what you're wearing. Like, those shoes can make the outfit. You know
100%.
Nice skinny jeans, maybe tight jeans, showing off your leg muscles with the white trainers and like a nice top. Oh, it's all you need. It's all you need.
It's white t-shirt, pair of jeans, and some Air Force Ones. That's what you need.
Can I just quickly say something? Yeah, me growing this beard, my fucking muzzy, it keeps going in. I need to shave it. It keeps going in my mouth, and I think there's an ant on my fucking lips.
I did mine before. Mine was coming over the top lip. It was right there.
So how do you do? Just go like that and shave?
And shit across.
I'm thinking of shaving these pubes off my face, you know.
Let's see from the side. See, I think if you went to a barber, he could make that look better than it is.
You reckon?
You've just got to hold off and wait for the barbers to open. Look at the state of me. I need a fucking barber.
You know who's got a fucking good beard? Ant Middleton.
Do you know who's got the best fucking beard? Tyron Woodley. His beard is crisp. Looks like someone's got a marker and just drawn it on.
Listen, this is what you need to do because I think this guy has a better beard than Woodley. You need to watch Power. The guy called Ghost. He has a better beard than Woodley.
Is he black?
Black guy, yeah.
So what do you mean? This is what I need to do?
You need to watch Power.
All right. But you can only do what you can do with your beard, can't you? I'm never going to be able to get a beard.
No, I'm just saying, I'm just saying either way, man, you need to watch Power. It's so fucking good. That was my way of changing the subject whilst linking it to the beard subject.
No, that was your way of changing the subject so you can go and have your tea.
Fucking hell, did you hear my laugh then? It sounded like John Anik. How weird is John Anik's laugh, by the way? When he's doing the commentary with DC and Joe Rogan.
He just stops, doesn't he? Like he laughs his head off and just stops.
Yeah, it's the weirdest laugh, man. Also, is this lagging right now? Have we hit a lag?
You've been lagging since we pressed start.
You're joking?
No, you've been lagging the whole way.
Man, you know what? We actually need to end this podcast because we're going to go over the time limit. You know, for the thing.
Right, okay. Right, well, listen, if you got to the end, thanks for watching. This is the Commonsenseless podcast. Over and out.
Peace.
Peace.